guys, it's Megan from MC Glamour Time, and I'm finally here to bring you the video about acne. And I have someone new helping me out today. This is Giselle. Say hello.
Hi.
She works with Chloe and I at Shoppers Drug Mart. So Giselle is a great person to have along because she has some personal experience in treating pimples, that kind of thing too. So it's good to have your input too.
Thanks.
And so we're just going to get started. Seriously, I have done tons of research. I've been spending a lot of time. There's things that I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about this. So we tried to organize it kind of by writing point form. So just bear with us, but we're going to go through as much as we can. This might be a two-parter.
Lots of information, basically.
Yeah. Giselle walked in and was like, what are we doing? And I'm just like, hi, just like having fun. Talking about acne, so
always fun.
We're going to start off with Mythbusters, so don't mind us if we're reading a little bit. There's a lot here.
Alright, Megan, so true or false, I guess. Acne is for teens.
False.
Sure. So most people that we see actually are between the ages of 20 and 52, so a lot of them are actually not teens.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised. A lot of menopausal women, they come in, they probably have some of the worst acne that I've ever seen, like cystic, and it just looks painful. So
red and bumpy.
It's
and
not
sore.
just a teenage thing anymore.
No.
Ever, I guess. Okay, number 2, acne is just a phase.
False.
Oh, yay! Acne can last for years, especially if it's really severe acne. If you are going through hormonal changes, yes, it is significant to what you're going through at the time, but a lot of people spend years treating it, and once they can find their routine and something that works well for them, then that's how you can control it and sustain it. But if you veer off that track, then it's going to come back, kind of thing.
Okay, next myth. If you wash your face more, you will have less acne.
False.
Okay, so acne is not caused by dirt, so it can't be washed away. You basically have to treat acne with the right products. So too much washing can make your skin more dry, which strips the skin and causes more acne, so you're actually doing more harm than good by repeatedly washing your face.
Yes. I guess the next thing would be acne is caused by dirt. True or false?
False.
Yes. Blackheads, milia, pimples, that kind of thing. Blackheads and milia are caused by kind of like your mix of sweat and oil getting trapped in your pores. It has nothing to do with like physical dirt. And then the next stage would be pimples. That's just when the acne bacteria kind of attacks your skin, causing inflammation. That's where it comes from.
And the next myth would be that you can't wear makeup over acne.
False.
So you can wear makeup over your acne. You just have to make sure that it's a good makeup for
acne.
Yeah, or oily skin, and you want to make sure that it's non-comedogenic, which just means that it's not clogging your pores and making the problem worse.
Yeah, and I find a lot of the mineral makeup, so Youngblood, I know a lot of people don't know too much about this line, but it's a line that I used at a spa. Wonderful. What else? What other, like pure minerals, bare minerals? I haven't had a lot of experience with those, but there's nothing to them except minerals. So it's not going to be causing, anything, any irritations or that kind of thing.
Yeah, Youngblood was really good when I had it from you there.
Yeah, I have it today. I used it for my setting powder, so yeah. Popping pimples gets rid of acne. True or false?
False.
False. Where am I here? This can damage the surface layers. So I actually did it on myself. I had a blackhead, went to pop it, and
it's so hard not to.
Too hard, and I had a permanent like red spot because I broke capillaries. So you don't want to be hurting your skin, and especially if you have like really severe acne. If you have this pimple, it's probably sitting on 2 or 3 other pimples. So you're not really getting to the root of the problem. Just leave it. Your skin, we are designed to heal ourselves, so just try using more spot treatments than actual. You don't want to be touching your face too much. Okay?
Fight the urge. Don't do it.
Fight the urge.
It's not cute.
Okie dokie. The last one, number 7.
Is that tanning clears up acne.
Falsies.
So UV light is obviously super damaging to the skin, so you don't want to be tanning in the first place because it causes premature aging and obviously raises your risk of skin cancer.
What would you rather have, acne or cancer?
Obviously acne.
Yeah.
And also, it can make your skin thicker, so then the acne is just hiding behind the thick skin, and then when that goes away, it just seems like your skin is worse. And also the UV rays can dry out your skin, which causes rebound oiliness, just making the problem, again, worse than it would have been in the first place.
Yeah. So we just wanted to address some of those myths right off the bat. And now we're going to go into describing kind of the cause of acne, how your skin functions. Hopefully then you can have a better understanding of how you should go about treating it. So I'm going to be doing a lot of talking right now.
A lot of technical stuff.
Yeah. So on your skin you have what is called the acid mantle or barrier. There's lots of terms for this, and basically the acid mantle is your skin naturally produces oils and a little bit of sweat, and this combination kind of creates a shield on your skin, and this shield helps to protect your skin from environment. It helps to protect your skin from bacteria and that kind of thing. And this kind of shield that's on your skin has a pH balance of about 5.5, and if you don't know what pH means, you can always Google pH, the pH scale, and it just refers to how alkaline or how acidic something is. So hydrochloric acid is like 0 or like 1.1. Water is neutral, so our skin being at 5.5, it's pretty close to being neutral, and bleach is at 12.4, which is on the opposite side of the scale. So it's very, very, very important to keep this balance in the skin, and when you disturb that balance by using really harsh products, you're going to have worse results. So that's just a starter. If you want more information, you can always Google it. I will link below some websites that I have found that are really good at explaining in detail all of this kind of stuff. We're just giving you an overview. And so now we're going to go into what causes acne. So do you want to start with blackheads?
Yes. So blackheads are when you have too much sebum or like oils on the skin and the dead skin cells clog your pores. So this oxidizes and turning them black, which is why when you have little black dots everywhere, it's just oil stuck in your pores.
Yeah. And so what happens too is when you produce too much oil is usually very fluid on someone who produces a normal amount. When you produce too much, because your body can't excrete it as it should, it thickens and gets stuck. That's why it gets there in the first place.
A lot of it too is just like sweat, especially in the summertime, with like it being hotter and just even exercise or anything like that. So you want to just use products that control oil and fluid, so like a mattifying moisturizer or just something like that, and it'll really help control and lessen the blackheads there.
Yes. Whiteheads or milia, the exact same thing as a blackhead. So your pore gets clogged, and the only difference is that you have dead skin covering the opening of the pore, so it doesn't turn black, it stays white, and usually it gets a little bit firmer or harder than blackhead, but they're the exact same thing. One oxidizes, one doesn't.
The next would be, sorry if I say this wrong, a papule.
Yep.
It starts as a blackhead or a whitehead, and then it mixes with acne bacteria, which causes the inflammation. So that's when you see the red, like sore kind of pimples, which you don't want to pop. And
those aren't even close to being ready to pop anyways.
Yeah, it just hurts and it's sore and it looks kind of red.
Yep. And then you have a pustule, and that is, just take it a step further, that's when your body is really trying to fight off the bacteria and you get that, even like that little white head on it. That's just white blood cells, right? So it's just pus. But pustule, so that's when you know that you're really trying to fight the bacteria, but those are kind of the 4 different types of things, different types of
acne,
pimples, whatever. You know what we're trying to say. 4 different stages. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out too. Next,
The types of breakouts that can occur.
Yes.
Reasons
so
why.
Kind of why we get breakouts in the first place. So blackheads, whiteheads, we already covered. You know, you're producing too much oil or your skin doesn't exfoliate. But what kind of takes it a step further than that? Because someone who has a normal skin like me, I still get blackheads, I still get whiteheads, and I just treat them as needed kind of thing. But why are we susceptible to the acne bacteria? And this can be caused from just things that are going on in your life. For me personally, when it's the time of month, that's usually when I get like red inflamed pimples.
Same.
And yeah, and that is because my body is going through something and it's focusing on calming whatever my upset is or whatever my situation is, and my face kind of becomes secondary. I really hope that this makes sense. So because my body is focusing on something else, it's forgetting to protect my face. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's what makes the difference from just having regular blackheads and whiteheads and going into why you're vulnerable to the acne bacteria. And I think I explained that pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So then even further, acne sufferers, they have an inability, I guess, to bounce back from that upset, or they are having something reoccur constantly that their body is continually trying to balance itself, I guess. So if you have like hormone problems, if you're always stressed, if
Perpetual student.
yes, you know, just different things like that. People who have severe acne, it's not just something that you can treat on the surface. You have to find the root cause and treat it by changing your lifestyle, even, if that makes sense, or implementing something into your lifestyle to help it. Does that kind of make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
I got it anyways.
So here are just some different things that could be making your skin vulnerable to the acne bacteria and why you're constantly breaking out, or even just get the occasional breakout. Genetics. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for giving me great genetics. People who have severe acne, I find, and you know, just talking to people and that kind of stuff, they are much more reactive to life. So the way Giselle gets stressed out shows up on her face. When I get stressed out, nothing happens. You know what I mean? Like, my body just has a different way of dealing with it. And so if she's going to always have this stress in her life, school, then that's something that her body's always fighting, and her face just suffers because of it. So another reason, go ahead.
Would be, again, with life, diet. So people who are not really allergic, but more like intolerant or sensitive to certain foods, that could cause a lot of acne all over the face. Like you were saying, Megan, that customer that just cut out dairy and her skin totally cleared up. Yeah. So also to dehydration. This was one of my biggest things. I didn't drink enough water. I wasn't moisturizing properly. And once I started doing those things, I saw a huge difference in my skin just from being properly hydrated. Yeah. So drink a lot of water and make sure you're using the right moisturizer, because that totally makes a difference too.
Yeah, and like, your skin is made up of 70% water. So I think like 90% of North Americans, I don't know worldwide, but 90% of North Americans are dehydrated. So that causes lots and lots and lots of problems. And if we would just drink a little more water. I know I'm the worst for it. I'll have milk in my cereal in the day, and that's the only liquid I've had all day. I'm the worst for it. But that's why I would get headaches or stuff like that. So it affects me differently. But drink more water, and you'd be surprised at how much it helps. Mm-hmm. We kind of already touched on stress. So hormonal imbalances, so again, time of month, or some people just constantly have an imbalance for whatever reason. They have to go on medication to fix it, or, you know, different things like that. Birth control can help. It's not just on your cycle kind of thing. So
chronic stress too is a really big hormonal
that affects your hormones like crazy too. So if, you know, keep track, and if that's something you think might be affecting you, then look into it and ask the doctor, and hopefully it helps.
Also, another big one is using the wrong products or trying too many new products too fast. So if something is too rich, it's going to sit on your face, and that's going to cause blockage and breakouts. Also, too, if you're trying too much with maybe salicylic acid or something, you could be stripping the skin or drying it out, which again causes excess oils. And two, it could just be some of the ingredients that irritate your skin. Like personally, I can't use anything with like almond butter, shea butter, cocoa butter. They're all too thick and they all bother my skin. So just kind of pay attention to different products and their ingredients and when you use them, and that could make a huge difference in your acne as well.
And just touching on the ingredients, I have a friend and she's gorgeous, but her skin reacts to aluminum something. It reacts to metals. Sometimes there can be trace amounts of metals, which is a type of mineral, in skincare products, and if she starts using them, then after a week or two she breaks out. So you never know what it's going to be. It might not just be the texture, it might be the actual ingredients in it.